What is up? What is up, y'all? Let me get this right. Damn, my hair looks a little bit crazy. That's all good. I gotta charge my phone real quick. What is up? What is up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Goodness, I just got attacked by my notebook. I don't know if y'all could see that. I don't think so. Because my notebook's right here. I have this one back here, but that was not the culprit. That was not the culprit. Okay, so I gotta get my phone ready just in case someone is in the chat. But how did y'all like my announcement? Unless you're new here and you probably didn't hear the announcement. But how did y'all like my announcement that eventually I'm going to be enrolling into computer science? Now, actually, I'm probably going to say it more when more people end up coming because I feel like a lot more people probably seen it and I don't want to start talking about it before people seen it. But today, we're still going to be grinding for the certification, but tomorrow that is when we're probably going to build a project, depending on how things go, honestly. I was kind of annoyed because yesterday I was supposed to do a 12-hour shift. Things changed. Ended up just being, I think like 1 hour, like an extra 1 hour shift. So like 9 hours, my bad. I don't know why I couldn't think for a second. That's how you know today's coding session is going to be trash because for some reason, my thinking is all over the place. But let's go and jump into Free Code Camp to go and try and get this JavaScript certification that I cannot wait to receive. Let's go and open this up. I've, of course, been struggling currently with JavaScript, especially with specifically regex with, what is it called? Regex and template literals. Those are getting me to my core. But we're just going to keep pushing. We're going to keep learning. We got this. So after a label, oh wait, you know what as well? 1 second. Actually, you know what? It's probably better for me to screenshot it because I do have the chat on my phone real quick. Because I'm realizing I should probably post this on my Instagram. Should probably post this on my Instagram, and I'm also going to post this on my YouTube Shorts. So give me 1 minute. Just because we gotta see if we can reach more people here. Where's my text though? Live. Ooh. Live right now. Make sure you'll end up following me on Instagram too, because on Instagram I'll be making sure I'm going to be making sure that I post like actively afterward. So yeah, so definitely make sure y'all watch me on Instagram. That should be that one. And then I don't know if I'm going to post this on YouTube. Probably not. YouTube post. Hey, what's up, Mr. Mickey Mouse? What is up? It says, after a label element and on a new line in your template string, create a input element. On a new line in your template string. What? Oh, like here? Okay, this is my template string. So on a new line, in your template string, create an input. Okay, so they want me to drop down here. So we're going input and give it a type. I cannot believe you could write HTML in here. Oh, I forgot how to give a type. Is it equals? Yeah, I think it's equals. And you gotta do double quotes and then you gotta equal text. The regex is a pain in the ass for sure. No, yeah, definitely. Oh my goodness, I still hate it. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm noticing that I think I just need to move forward without understanding regex. Like, I can try to understand it, but, like, don't try to understand it, like, 100%, because I guess you're just gonna learn as you go. And this needs to be set to name. I don't know why they uppercased it, but they did, so I'm uppercasing mine. And then the ID attribute that matches the forge attribute for the label. Then the ID basically needs to match this whole entire thing. What the hell? Score equals, where does the quote, oh, I'm like, where the hell does the quote end? Okay, so the quote, oh my goodness. The quote ends right here. Copy and paste, and then put that all up in here. Oh, I messed up. Oh, I didn't mess up too much. My closing tag, and I'm good. What is up, GG? What is up? What is up? So now they got us continuously putting in HTML in here. So create another label. Okie doke. On a new line at the end of your HTML string. This label should have, okay, we got this. So we're going, wait a second. Okay, we're going label. Well, it probably needs a 4. Oh. I mean, I think it eventually comes, but we're going label. If I could spell entry. Actually, that's my issue, is because I'm trying to spell. No spelling, more copying. Using your template literal syntax to replace the hashtag with the value of entry number. Okay. Oh man, my eyes hurt. So I guess I'm sitting here and I'm replacing this, I think. And the for attribute set to this. Okay, so we're going for equals this here. Hopefully we're correct. X is the value of the entry drop down value. Wait, now this is confusing. Where X is the value. So I don't know if they want me to paste it like this or they like put it in. Okay, they want me to put it in. Their new label should just basically be this. Okay, fine. I figured, but like, I don't know, they were acting funny. And then there's one more. X is the value and X is the, hashtag is the value of entry number. Wait, did I put entry number? Oh yeah, I did put entry number. So your new label element should have the text entry. Where the hell? Oh. Wait, why is that so confusing? Is it because I didn't close my label? Slash label. Your new label element should have a text. This is so difficult when it's like quoted because I can't really see anything. Equals blank, then you close that off. Oh, it needs to be in one of these. Okay, I was like, what the hell? I'm like, I wrote it, but okay. Oh, that's still not it. Calories. Is it the space? No. So your new label element should have the text entry. Entry number, calories. Entry. I don't see where. Let me reread. Create another label element on a new line at the end of your HTML string. This label should have the text entry. Hashtag with the value being the entry number, which you did. Calories, yes. And then it says the for needs to be set to X. Hashtag dash calories, which you did. Where X is the value, the entry drop down, yep. And hashtag is the value, the entry number, yep. I mean, it looks well written to me. It looks well written to me. I don't know. Saying I should not modify anything. I mean, I can't really see the difference here. I'm trying my hardest, but I can't really see the difference here. Oh, is it this? Because this one doesn't have a closing. So this one just ends here. It gets right into it, name, and then it just closes on its own. And that still ain't working. Label for equals. And then name, and then ours is calories. Is this supposed to be calorie or calories? Oh, is this supposed to be uppercase? Oh no. Calories, and then you close that off, entry number, name. How the hell am I doing that wrong? Does this need a space? Bro, I don't know. This is your second day here. That's what's up. What is up? What is up, Dev Singh? That's pretty dope. I'm really trying to see where the hell I'm going wrong in this text. They want me to create another label for. It should have the text of entry, which we got here, entry, then entry number, calories, right? Because they said the first hashtag should be replaced with the entry number. So unless I'm spelling something wrong, and this is in the for attribute, should be set to entry dropdown dot value. Oh yeah, dot value, and then the hashtag is the entry number again, and then it should be dash calories. I have no clue. Am I missing anything? Do y'all see the mistake? I bet you it's a syntax error, but I really don't see the mistake here. I really do not see my mistake. But at least I'm starting to understand a little bit more of like template literals. Because we have the backtick starting here, ending here. We're putting it in double quotes. Unless I'm supposed to do a single quote. Well, you know, I don't think that matters. We're putting it in double quotes. This should be the text. That should be the calories. I don't see where I'm going wrong. I don't know if I need to rerun it. Your new label element should have the text entry number and calories. Like, is this not the text? Like, am I misspelling something here? Label 4, yeah, that should be where the text is. I don't even know what's going on. What the hell? So I probably modified something that shouldn't have been modified because it keeps saying you should not modify existing elements, which I don't recall. I'm probably gonna have to reset the whole thing and start again. Oh, is it because I wrote it in here? Oh, I'm so stupid. Now I see it because I think I did write it in there like an idiot. So now we need to do this basically. But we need to switch this for calorie. I know exactly what I did. I forgot I didn't close my input. Damn it. I mean, I guess me resetting it made sense. At least I've seen it that way. But then this is dash calorie, right? Oh, calories. And then you close that off. And then you immediately get into the text, which should be entry drop down value. Oh, wait, no. This one's not value. Oh, no, that is the label 4. Okay, never mind. Now we're looking for the text. Now we're going entry. Hashtag being this right here. Now we're going entry. That number. And then we're going calories with an uppercase. Something like this. So it should be set to drop down value, entry number, dash calories, which we got that. I think lastly now it just needs to be closed. Your new label should have a text of entry. What? I'm still going through this? Never mind, bro. I don't know what the hell is going on here. It must really just be a syntax error because I have no clue. Because this is supposed to end. Yeah, because I know I did erase that before. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get help on this one because that just makes no sense. What is up, Snake? What is up? It looks like they did the same thing I did. So at least I'm not tripping. If I copy just the last line, it passes, but if I copy all 3 lines, it does not. I can't see what might have changed. Maybe just a space at the end. Try to copy just the last line here and reset the step, paste it back. So something, still saying this would work. Saying this should work. What was the difference from what I did? What the hell was the difference from what I did? Is there a way for me to like go back and see what the hell I wrote? I should probably see it on my damn stream. Hold on. So I'm looking at it on my screen real quick. So I did that entry number dash calories, unless that was supposed to be a space, dash calories, and then entry number calories. I literally did that. It says, how do I learn WebDev on FreeCodeCamp? Hold on, because I'm upset. Whatever, I swore I wrote that, but okay. So you said, oh, ended up reading it on my chat, on my live stream. Instead, I looked at it. So it says, how do I learn web dev on Free Code Camp? To learn web dev on Free Code Camp, I think learning HTML and CSS are pretty easy to learn on Free Code Camp. I think they do a really good job of introducing you to HTML and then introducing CSS. Obviously, I think all the projects you make on Free Code Camp, you need to make outside of it. So like, do it with Free Code Camp, understand the steps, take notes. I used to take notes of every single step that I would write. So make sure that you're taking notes and stuff like that. And then from there, try to build it on your own, either with like very little steps or giving yourself all the steps. But then try to, from there, keep going and keep recreating it until you could kind of do it without needing any help because you're just so used to doing it at that point. And that's currently how I feel like I learned HTML and CSS. So now JavaScript, on the other hand, I think the Odin project does a really good job. I don't think Free Code Camp is like bad, but I think they do a lot of introducing you to a lot of things that you're probably not going to remember in the next 2 seconds. So I feel like the Odin project is probably way better for JavaScript, to be honest. It says, are you 23 years old? Because I saw your old vlog and you're doing job. What motivates you to learn coding? I'm 21, about to be 23 years old. But what motivated me to code at first, like what really got me into coding, was because I was one of those people where I thought coding was like, oh, as soon as I get into coding, I can make quick money, I might lose my job, blah, 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 blah. So that was like my mindset, basically. But then I feel like afterwards, when I realized that it was going to take a long time to make money or replace my job with it, I was like, oh, so maybe this isn't going to be the goal for this. So then eventually it just kind of became like something that I fell in love with. I think it just became a hobby. I don't get motivated no more. It's just, I love it. I think comments might keep me, a little bit motivated. Maybe like a YouTube video, someone named Philip Choi. I love watching his videos. I think, just telling y'all that that's what I'm gonna do, it makes me feel like I need to do it. So a part of me, I feel like I just really get motivated. Well, I don't really get motivated because I love it. You know what I mean? But let's say I'm having like a hard day where I'm like, damn, I don't want to do it. I think the fact that I tell y'all that I'm gonna do it, it makes me want to do it, So then I just do it. Pretty much. So it says, add a fork tribute that matches the fork tribute of your second label. 1, 2. Okay. So now we gotta match this. We're gonna match this. Calories. And then, something I want to see. Oh, never mind. Match those calories. Okay. Now we gotta do an ID. I think a type. Oh, wait a second. On your new line after your second label, create an input. Oops. About this. Wait a second, so I'm not creating a label at all. Create another input element. Give this one. Okay, this is not supposed to be a label. We're good. I didn't even know you could put a 4 for your input. Unless it's saying you put the ID as the 4. An ID attribute that matches. Okay, that matches the 4. Okay, I was wondering what that was going on. Misreading over here. And then I go to do type. Give this one a type attribute set to number. Okie doke. So this is for the ID. Let me put that together. And this is for the type. I hate seeing it like this. This hurts my damn soul. We're gonna have to go number up in here. Number. Then we're gonna have to go a min attribute set to, okay, so we got minimum. If I could spell, it's gonna be set to 0. I don't know if I gotta do quotes around that. I guess we'll figure it out later. And then it says a placeholder set to calories. I don't know why they're making me write this in HTML. So we gotta do placeholder set to uppercase calories. And then that should be it unless I mistyped something. So type should be set to number. Yeah, is that not what I did? Your new input element should have a type attribute set to number, okay. Your input element should have a placeholder set to calories, okay. Your input element should have an ID attribute set to this, which it does. And then this should probably be 0. So maybe this is throwing it off. I'm sure we set to number. Typing should be set to number. Is this not? Oh, why do I keep forgetting to close my? Oh, it's not even about closing it at this point. Oh wait, no, now it is. I keep forgetting to close my labels, bro. This is what kind of job do you do? I work at a warehouse job. It's a very physically demanding job. Because you know what helps me when I'm learning? I try to teach what I learned to an imaginary crowd. You got a real crowd here. Give it a try. Maybe it'll work for you too. My thing is like, I honestly don't know what I'm learning because they're just making me write HTML inside of JavaScript, entry job demo. Like, I honestly can't explain what I am learning because I don't know. I'm damn near confused. I cannot do that whatsoever. Can this please? I may be a supporter one day until I get my certification. As of right now, I want to get my certification. Please let me out of this thing. Let me out of this loading. Okay, here we go. So step 52, by the way, if you are new here, the more steps that I solve, the closer I get to receiving my certification in JavaScript algorithms and data structures, which is going to be pretty damn lit. So make sure y'all stick around. So to see your new HTML content for the target input container, you need to use the inner HTML property. The inner HTML property sets or returns the HTML content inside the element. So here is a form element with a label and input element nested inside. Yes, can they please stop making me, like, please tell me, oh my goodness. They have to take me out of JavaScript. I'm tired of writing HTML in JavaScript. This just ain't right. So if you want to add another label and input element inside the form, then you can use inner HTML property as shown. So this is the, oh, right here. So this is the inner HTML property. I think I've seen this property before. I think I've definitely seen this property before, but what's annoying is doing this. This is new to me. Writing HTML inside of JavaScript is like, why? I don't get it. So use the addition assignment operator plus equals to append your HTML string variable to the target input inner text. Okay, I got you. I got you. We're going to copy and paste here because this is all we are known for. Well, honestly, do I do... Yes, we're going HTML string paste and then we're going dot... Oh, wait. Am I supposed to do it backwards? Am I supposed to do it too? I'm not sure. I guess we'll just figure this out. We go plus equals and then paste this one. Let's see how that works out. Probably gonna... Oops, what the hell? Let me see. Okay, yeah, so it's supposed to be the other way around. I figured. I just wanted to test some things out. That's all. That is all. So now let's go plus equals, and then we're going to have to do HTML string. And then this should hopefully end up working. So to test some things out. Okay, there we go. So let me see. What definition do they give for the inner HTML? So it's saying the inner HTML property sets or returns the HTML content inside of an element. So it sets it. So because we wrote HTML, that basically is what's going to set everything we wrote here to now actually be like in HTML or be working. So if we want to add another label and input element inside the form, then you could use the inner HTML property. Okay, so I see. But I swear I've used this inner HTML property and I never put anything in HTML here. But maybe it's because you could use it for different things. So it says in the role-playing game project, you learn how to set buttons. Okay, calm down. I haven't done it a lot. We only did it a couple times. So it says you can also edit an element's behavior by adding an event listener. The following examples uses the add event listener method to add a click event to a button. When the button is clicked, the print name function is called. So this is the example. Okie doke. The add event listener method takes two arguments. The first is the event, which could be click. I've seen something else called then what was it? I took a note of it because I was like, I never knew you could put anything else in here other than click. The second is a callback function, or the function that runs when the event is triggered. So call the add event listener method on the add entry button, pass in the string, click, and for the first argument and the add entry, set the second argument. Oh, I never did add entry before. Note that you should not call add entry but pass the variable for the function reference. Oh, okay. Maybe I know what they're talking about then when they said it like that. We'll see. So you gotta go add event. Honestly, could have just copied and pasted because we're devs. I gotta remember that. And then in here, we're going click, comma, and I don't know if they want me to do function or do they want me to write the literal function. Let's see. Okay, they want me to write the literal function. You should pass. Wait, so when I do this, do I do like add entry? Do I write that? Or am I doing like getting rid of this function? Well, there's only one other thing I want to see real quick. So either I do this. Okay, that's not what they mean. And then last but not least, I got one more thing that I can try, but I've never seen before. Which would be just straight up adding add entry. Oh, okay. I've never done this before. Just straight up adding add entry. What step is this? Because I want to make sure I look more into this. So step 52, and then I want to do step 53 because I need to make sure that I'm looking more into this just in case. It says, please, your gum is disturbing. I don't mind it. I'm dead. This is what is this project about? Currently, right now, we're making a calorie counter, but the more steps that I solve on this website, the closer I get to my JavaScript certification. So it'll be super dope if people can hit that subscribe button, hit that like, because, hey, look, we're at step 53. There's a bunch more to go, but this is currently just going to be the journey on this live stream for now, is to try and get my JS certification, man. I think that would be super, super damn cool. So step 53, and right now we're doing something with this add event listener. I've seen something new that I've never seen before, so I just want to sit here and write this out real quick, though, because I'm normally used to, when I do an add event listener, normally I just put function in there, but for some reason, they're making me write the actual, like, I guess function name out, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because we're not inside of the function, because normally when I do the add event listener, I do it inside of a function. I think this is outside of a function, right? Nothing is wrapping this. Yeah. So maybe that could be why we have to put specifically what the hell we're targeting. But I guess I'll see. I think did I mess up syntax there? I'm not even sure. So add entry. I'm gonna draw an arrow to do like a little question mark just so I can understand why that's there. But pass the variable for, oh, it says here, or function reference directly. Oh, never mind. I thought that was going to tell me why we needed that. Does it really say why? I mean, not really. This is a callback function or a function that runs when it's triggered. Okay, whatever. We're good. We're good. So next we got step 54. We got step 54. Let's go. So try adding a couple of entries to the breakfast category and you may notice some bugs. The first thing we need to fix is the entry counts. The first entry should have a count of 1, not 0. So this bug occurs because you are querying from input type equals text elements before adding the new entry to the page. To fix this, update your entry number variable to be the value of the length of the query plus 1. Add this on your declaration line, not in your template strings. Okie doke. By the way, if you guys are new here, man, the more steps that I solve, the closer I get to my certification. I've been documenting my journey since day 0 to day now. And on top of that, I also live stream every single day, 12 p.m. EST through, I want to say Wednesday through Sunday. And then Monday and Tuesday are it could be any time, but I'm going to try to keep it around 12. So definitely stick around for this journey. It's a pretty cool journey. I just released an announcement yesterday that I'm going to be enrolling for computer science. Not as of this August, but it's going to be sometime next year. But the reason why I mentioned it, because I'm probably going to do it next year, June. But the reason why I mentioned it was just because I am going to bring computer science concepts to the channel now. Because I want to try and pre-game a lot of the learning that I'm going to need for computer science. So it's a pretty cool journey, man. Stick around, hit that subscribe button. Let's keep going. So this bug occurs because of this. To fix this, update your entry number variable to be the value of the length of the query plus 1. Add this on your declaration line, not on the template strings. What? I mean, I only see one thing that says .length. So to fix this, update your entry number variable to be the value of the length of the query plus 1. What the hell are they talking on? Because I can't even think. What are they possibly saying? To fix this, update your entry number variable, so right here, to be the value of the length of the query plus 1. Add this on your declaration line, not on your template string. So something like here. But what the hell do you mean query plus 1? I don't know, I think I'm overthinking what they're asking. You should add 1 to the dot length of your query selector. Okay, well, I guess you can't go plus plus. What, literally +1? I was overthinking it. I figured. I was like, I'm definitely overthinking this one, because, I mean, I tried plus plus didn't work, but I guess they want me to literally do +1. Crazy. Crazy work. Alright, let's keep this pushing. We're at step 55. The more steps we solve, the closer we get to the certification. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Your other bugs occur if you add a breakfast entry, fill it in, then add a second breakfast entry. You'll see the values added disappear. I honestly don't. Oh. Entry 1, entry 2, entry 3. I don't see nothing disappearing. Eggs and bacon. 250. I mean, I don't even think this button works. Oops, I think I just added a 4th one. Okay, never mind. You'll see that the values you added disappeared. I swear they're here, unless I'm tripping about what they're talking about. This is because you are updating inner HTML directly, which does not preserve your input content. So change your inner HTML assignment to use the insert adjacent HTML. Oh, this is something new. Of target input container instead, do not pass any yet. Whoa, this is new. Okay, wait, hold on. So they want me to put this here. Okay, never mind. Oh, was this supposed to be the opposite? Hold on, this is confusing. We got this. So they either want this, or they want this to say inner HTML. Oh, I'm lost. So you should call the method of target input? What the hell do you mean? Okay, I'm doing too much. You should call the insert adjacent HTML method of the target input. Okay, let's reset. We're doing too much. So change your inner HTML assignment to use this method of this. Okay. Still kind of lost. Let's run it through. You should not access the inner HTML property of the target container. You should call the insert adjacent method of your target input. You should not pass any arguments to it. So you should call this method of the target input. How do they mean of? So my thing is, am I erasing this? That's all I need to know. Okay. Now you should call it. Like, what the hell do they mean call it? Like, straight up put it right next to it? Like, that's not how you call something. So saying I should call it, they don't want me to get rid of the HTML string. And you should not pass any arguments to it. You should call. Do they just mean in general? Am I supposed to just call this in general? No. I'm lost on what they want me to do here. Because I thought they would have wanted me to replace this. Syntax error, invalid. And then, oh yeah, I literally just did this. So it says this is because you're updating inner HTML. So change inner HTML assignment to use this method of blank instead. But it's saying don't pass no value, so it literally means don't put it in here. Why can't I think how they want me to write this for 1 second? Because I know they don't want me to do like dot. Oops. I think I literally just did this. So they don't want me to do like dot paste. You should not access the inner HTML property of the target. So they don't want me to do no damn dot. This isn't helping. I'm trying to like, you should call this method of the target input content. Why is that, like the way they're saying that is so confusing to me. You should call it of the target input container. What does that mean? Do not pass any arguments. If stuck on a problem for too long, get up and jump, do a random stuff involving movement, that works. I'm just sincerely confused. This is just insane. Hold on real quick. Y'all, we were on the road to 1,190. Make sure y'all end up hitting that subscribe button. currently struggling like hell right now off of something that's so simple. Wait, what? Okay, so change your inner HTML assignment to use insert adjacent HTML method of target input container instead. I just don't get it because I'm immediately thinking of a dot, but that's not gonna work. So then what else am I thinking of? No dot. Imagine. Plus equals. I'm trying to think because I already did it in so many different ways already. So we're replacing the dot inner HTML. And I think I already tried doing it this way because they don't want you to get rid of this. So it's like, it can't be inner HTML here. I already did that. And that didn't work out. You should call the method of... I think I'm getting confused when it's saying of. Definitely overthinking this one. That's basically what I did. So I'm not mad at it. So I did this here, but there's something wrong. You can't assign to a function call. Okay. That helps. Now what? Like, I already figured that. That's why it wasn't working. It did not help anything. They basically did the same thing. Can you talk about what you tried to verify that your code produces correct? I can't verify it. It has not given me a result. I don't think I understand your question. I see my issue. I was typing inner adjacent HTML when I was supposed to put insert. No, that's... Oh, so they want me to erase the whole entire answer? That's what they want? Why would I think they want me to erase my HTML string? That don't even make sense. Oops, I put 2 semicolons. That is so weird. Why would they think that from telling me this, I would know to erase my HTML string? Probably because it says do not pass any argument. No, I don't even know. Because it's saying replace the inner HTML. It didn't say replace the HTML string. I mean, well, either way, replaced both, but for the second argument, pass your HTML string. Okay, now they want us to bring it back. But it's like, what the hell? Sup? What is up, Moondog? What is up? So the insert adjacent HTML method takes 2 arguments. The first argument is a string that specifies the position. Oh yeah, wait, that was something that I wanted to write down. I don't know what step that was. I think it was step 55. And then step 56 is that I wanted to write down the insert adjacent, adjacent HTML string because that's why. I want to see the definition here. If you're new here, man, I've been documenting my journey since day 0 all the way up until day now. And, excuse me, currently trying to get my certification. I live stream every single day. So definitely, if you can't really tune into this one, hit that subscribe button. You can definitely tune into the next one. We have a subscriber goal, which I don't have up right now, but 1,190. So definitely hit that subscribe button. And we just need 2 subscribers. It'd be super dope if y'all can end up joining this journey with me. So method takes 2 arguments. The first argument is a string that specifies the position of the HTML or position of the inserted element. The second argument is a string containing the HTML to be inserted. So for the first argument, pass the string before end. Okay. Pass the string before end to insert the new element as the last child of the target input container. For the second argument, pass the HTML string. So I don't know if I'm supposed to separate this by comma or you just put it next to each other, but I guess we'll figure it out. Okay, there we go. We got that one. That one was a breeze. Very excited. Very excited to move forward. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Pushes out this stream to other people. Definitely hit that like button. Hit those hearts. This is great. Now you can add entries without losing previous inputs. Thanks. I'm very happy about that. Now, your next step is to write a function that will get the calorie counts from the user's entries. So declare a get calories input function. Oh, yes, I love when I get me a little easy step, because sometimes I feel like I'm just not built for this. So when you get those easy steps, I remember when it was so hard for me to write a function, and I remember somebody, like, I used to get so annoyed because there was, like, this person, I mean, he was definitely trying to be very helpful, but there was this person, like, what exactly don't you get about functions? I'm like, I don't get all of it, like, that's what I'm saying. So declare a get calories from, oops. I was like, I don't get all of it. I was like, I didn't get what's going on here. I'm like, the perimeters, does it need one? Does it not? What do you write inside of it? Like, it used to be crazy, because that person they definitely used to act like I should have just known. Hey, what is up? What is up, man? So in your new function, declare a calories variable. So let's, oops, damn, cannot spell for nothing. Which needs to be set to 0. Use let to declare it, because we're going to reassign it later. I figured, that's why my heart went for it. Definitely happy about that one. Make sure you all hit that sub button. Leave those likes. Come join me on this journey. Hey, we're at 1,189. Let's see if we can get to 1,190. I honestly want to see if we can get to 1,200 by this live stream. That would be amazing. Anyways, by the way, if you're new here, the more steps that I solve, the closer I get to receiving my JS certification. The list parameter is going to be the result of a query selector. Sorry, I had that gum in my mouth for a little bit too long. Which will return a node list. A node list is a list of elements like an array. It contains the elements that match the query selector, and you will need to loop through these elements in the list. In previous steps, you learned how to loop through an array using a for loop, and then you can also use a for of loop to loop through an array and a node list. A for of loop is used to iterate over elements in an iterable object like an array, and the variable declared in the loop represents the current element being iterated over. So my best way of understanding a function is that it's something that we can call to execute rather than something executing what is created. Not sure though, so function mime can be used. I feel like for me, I really suck with definitions. Like I feel like now I just know it, but I don't know the definition of it. But I just know how to do it, which I do need to learn I do need to learn the definition. So the variable declared in the loop represents the current element being iterated over. So create a for of loop. Wow. You know what? Actually, I think I've only created for loops. So this is new. This is definitely new. What step is this? This is step 59. Damn. I was running through steps. So we got step 57, step 58, and then I need to get into step 59 here. And then I need to make sure I put a for of loop, which I'm sure is going to be quite easy. But just in case if I don't understand it or I have my struggles, but I'm pretty sure I got this. So for the loop's variable name, use const to declare a variable called item. So we got this. We're going for, we're going const, if I could spell, item, and then we're going of. But they're not telling us of what. Loop through the list. Is it supposed to be list? I'm not sure what the hell that's supposed to be. Drop this down. And then I don't know, do they want us to... Oh, I'm like, why is this not working? I don't know if they want us to write anything inside. Oh, okay. Okay, so was this right or was I not supposed to put list? So yeah, I knew the for of loop. I was definitely going to understand it because if I understand a for loop and I understand loops in general, I was like, clearly you're just going to add an of. But I think what it's basically saying is like you're doing something like, because I need to understand what it's saying. So we're basically declaring a variable item that is what? Looping through list. So for of loop that loops through the list. So we're declaring a variable item that loops through the list of list. That might be the wrong understanding here, but that we're trying to understand, and that's the good thing. That is the best part. When you try to understand. You're trying your damnest. Okay, let's keep this pushing. I'm going to solve a couple more steps, and then I'm going to yap it up with y'all. So it says the node list values you will pass to list will consist of input elements, so you will want to look at the value attribute of your element. So assign item.value to a constant variable called curval. Oh, okay, so we got this. We're going curval, and this is going to equal item.value. Okay, perfection. We got that. So now we're targeting this item here, but we're targeting the value of the item. But it says to the node list values you will pass to the list will consist of input elements, so you will want to look at the value attribute of each element. So we're doing dot value because we need to look at wait, what did it say? So you would want to look at the value. Oh, because we need to look for the there will be a list that will consist of input elements, and to look for that, you need to use that value. Sorry, I'm like, I cannot speak, bruh. I literally cannot speak. That was insane. Okay, we got step 60 here. And what was I about to write for a second? Because I clearly this part was easier, but I wanted to make sure that I wrote something down. Maybe I'll just come back to it because I don't think I can really see exactly what I was looking for. If you're new here, man, the more steps that I solve, the closer I get to my certification. So make sure y'all end up hitting that like button. Hopefully y'all stick around. I've been documenting my journey since day 0. So if you've ever been looking for somebody who started from day 0 to now on web dev or just learning in general, this is the perfect channel for you. On top of that, I have a barbershop website that I'm doing on the side that I'm trying to prep myself for freelancing websites, and I have YouTube videos on that. And then another part of my series on my channel is I am pursuing a CS degree. At some point, it's going to be more down the line, but I'm pre-gaming a lot of the knowledge. So I'm going to have a lot of CS content on here, web design content on here. It's going to be a pretty lit journey, so make sure y'all end up hitting that subscribe button. I'm very consistent with my work, and with YouTube, my bad. I love how I called it work. Very consistent with my YouTube, so you'll never miss any piece of content from me, whether it's a short, a live stream, or a YouTube video. Definitely hit that subscribe button. So remember that you wrote a function earlier to clean the user's input. You'll need to use that function here. So update your curl declaration to be the result of the calling of clean input string with the item.value. I'm gonna mess myself apart. Because what? So I understand that it's gonna be the result of the calling. So are you telling me to do this? And I'm gonna fumble this bag because I can already tell I am. Are you telling me to do this and then copy this, take that out, and put that in here? Oh, I didn't fumble. I did not fumble. So that is pretty good. Curl. So everything looks good here. There's nothing to really understand. No notes that need to be taken, pretty much. Just want to make sure I'm like moving forward though, just in case if I need to come back to any type of lessons at some point, but I think I'm good. Let's keep this pushing. Since you enroll to a CS course, that would be great to get all the basics down. Good luck in that endeavor. I'm going to be enrolling. I put it in the description, and then I kind of realized that it probably seemed like I was going to enroll for August. But I put in the description that I'm enrolling for June because the specific place that I'm going to be going to, it is like a self-paced like college degree. Obviously, though, it's self-paced, so if you take longer, your debt is just going to keep going. But if you try to do it as quicker, then your debt would be really low. So it's like, for me, I was pulled by the debt. Like, there's not going to be that much debt if I could get it done in a reasonable amount of time or quicker than like 4 years. And then you're able to get like a full-blown bachelor's degree in like a span of like 2 years if you go there. So I'm like, that is pretty lit. I'm trying to make sure that it's legit though, and I've been looking it up. It says that it's pretty legit. So I'm like, it seems pretty cool. So I'm thinking about going there. But the only thing for me is like, I want to be able to pre-game a lot of it because I don't want to end up jumping into it, because I guess to pass those classes, it's a lot of just exams, like how it is in real life. But what I'm doing is like an online course, but so it's exactly how it is in real life, but you just have to pass a lot of exams and you got to make projects. So I'm like, clearly I'm gonna have to really know the knowledge. It's not like I can just come in here and just like think I'm gonna ace it in like 2 seconds. It's like, no. So for me, I want to pre-game it, learn as much as I can. So I'm giving myself until June, and then from there I'm gonna try and see if I can try to get a 4-year bachelor degree in like 2 years. But even if it takes 4 years, I don't mind. I just don't want it to take longer than 4 years. That's my only thing. I don't want it to take longer than 4 years. So you also need to confirm the input is valid. So declare an invalid variable input match. Okie doke. So now we're declaring this. Probably going to put let. Oops, what the hell? Gonna put let, not too sure. It's gonna equal, and then we're gonna get the is invalid input function. Close it out, and I guess we're putting curval, I don't know, inside of here. Perfection. Sounds great. Just don't try to blaze through just because. Take your time if you need to. Project-based learning is definitely the way to go. No, yeah, big facts. Because the thing is like, because with the exams, because that's what I was thinking, because I'm like, if it's online, can't anybody just sit here and basically like cheat? And not that that's what I was gonna do, but just like, I'm like, that's a little bit too easy. But then I was realizing that they do end up doing exams where they have like a proctor on your screen. They have you survey the room before you start. There's probably ways where people could still end up cheating because you're at home and stuff. But it's like, I was like, oh, you know what? This is probably going to be really good for me because, obviously there's going to be a proctor, they're going to be watching. So it's like, I need to know the knowledge. It's not like I'm taking an exam on my own time. And if I like feel like, oh, this is difficult, I can't just look it up. I got to actually know the information. So that's why I was like, this is going to be the perfect school for me because for one, it's going to push me to actually know it. Because I think there's too much people going through college right now that are just trying to get the answers and they don't care about, passing anything because if they just get the answers, like it helps them pass. If you sit there and you're getting A+ on all your assignments, but then you kind of flunk your final or you at least get like a D or C on your final, you're still going to pass the class because you're cheating on everything else. So it's like, I feel like that's where it's kind of like, but when it comes to this online course, the only thing that can pass you, like you're going to have assignments, but the only thing that can pass you is literally those exams and the projects that you have to make. So it's like you do need to have your own knowledge for it. So I'm like, that's pretty good, man, because it's really going to make me have to learn it rather than trying to have like some things. But definitely going to pregame it. There's going to be so much more like content and it's going to hit a lot of different bases. Like that's what I like because not only is my channel going to be for web devs, it's going to be for web devs, people who want to pursue software engineering, cybersecurity, just anyone going for a CS degree. That's going to be the type of stuff that I'm learning. And I'm like, that's great. I can like broaden this channel to just everything tech, which is going to be super cool. He said, it says, hey, no idea who you are. Stream just appeared by my recommended. Project portfolios are king and personal passion about the field goes longer than a degree. Learn the process. No, big facts, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, I cannot wait. I love coding. It's super, super damn cool. And I know that the degree isn't going to be what gets me the job. I said that in my YouTube video. Because that's what too many people are doing. They're getting their CS degree thinking they're going to get a job right away. But that's just not how that works. You need to really have things on the side of that, like whatever you're pursuing. If you're pursuing, software engineering, you need to learn the stuff that goes with that. If you're pursuing web development, learn the stuff that goes with that. Create projects that show your problem solving skills, that show, that you really know what you're doing, right? And that's going to be what really gets you in because you can honestly get into any of those fields without a degree. But the degree does give you a little bit of like a push if you know what you're talking about on top of like everything else that you're doing trying to get into the field. So I'm definitely excited and cannot wait for that journey. So in JavaScript, values can either be truthy or falsy. So I know that a null is falsy. So what are we trying to get at? A value is truthy if it evaluates to true, which is a Boolean, and a value is falsy if it's converted to a Boolean. So null is an example of a falsy. You need to check if the input match is truthy. You can do this by passing the variable directly to the if condition without a comparison operator. Here's an example with hello world. So add an if statement that checks if invalid input is truthy. Inside of my for? Do I do it inside of my for loop? My for loop. Wait, what the hell am I saying? Okay, whatever. So I'm assuming I'm writing this in here. Not assuming, very confident. There's no assumptions here. And then we're going to drop down. Oh, that's it. Oh, so that's all you have to do to check if that's truthy? It says, you actually putting in the work, you'll be doing fine. No, yeah, exactly, man. That's why, I'm someone who's like very open-minded to learning. Like, I think anyone can learn anything. I don't think I'm the smartest out of the bunch, but it's like, if you put your mind to it and you put your heart in it and you really take the time to learn it, you're gonna learn. That's why I always tell people, like, if I wanted to be a doctor, I know I could be a doctor. I don't hold myself back because there's too many people who let their minds hold them back. They're like, oh, this is gonna be too hard. Oh, I can't do 4 years. Damn, this is blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, for me, it's like, it's probably gonna be hard. Probably might take a long time. Debt will probably start adding up. It might be a possibility where I won't get a job as soon as I get my degree. But like I said, if I fail at something that I have a passion for, that's better to me than not trying at all. I don't want to be like in my 60s or 70s thinking, damn, what if I just got that CS degree and I tried my hardest, learned everything I can on the side and just seen, can I pursue my dream? You know what I mean? And I feel like, this is the perfect timing for me to do it. For these last 2 years, I've been, going to this job. I've been building my career at this current, other job. Been stacking my bread, started my life, getting this, apartment, getting a car. So in my head, I'm like, I'm finally at a good place where it's like, let me just do it. And that's really my goal. It says home labbing and learn to love computing, you'll do fine. No, yes, thank you. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. But make sure you're on the hitting that subscribe button, man. We're trying to hit 1,200 by the end of the stream. I think that would be super dope. Oh, damn, we're at 1,193. That is what's up. Thank y'all to my new subscribers. Thank you to the old subscribers as well. So it says browsers have built in an alert function where, yes, I know about this one. This is easy. You put the alert, just pop up at the top. Let me not fumble this because I just called it easy. Watch me fumble this, bro. Watch me literally fumble this. It said obsession is gonna beat talent every single time. No, big facts. And that's the thing, like, y'all have no idea how much I love it. Like, this is like playing a video game to me. I don't know why, but I just have so much fun. I don't care if I'm stressing about it. It's so much fun. Browsers have built an alert function which you can use to display a pop-up message to the user. The message to display is passed as the argument to the alert function. So use a template literal. Oh no. If block, call the, wait, hold on. In your if block, call the alert function to tell the user invalid input, followed by the first value in the input, in the invalid input match. Okay, hold on. We just gotta break it down. Let's go slow. Use the template literal in your if block. Template literal, we learned. I think it's just backticks. Wait, hold on. Aren't template literals just backticks? Because I'm also realizing that my invalid input match is also a variable. So do they want me to do just backticks or do they want me to do my little thing here? We'll see. In your if block, and then call the alert function. I'm assuming they want me to do it here. Alert function. To tell the user, oh shoot, I don't know if I'm supposed to write it inside of here. Invalid input. Space. Oop, what the hell? Space. Quote. Oh my goodness, I'm clicking everything but what I need to click. Followed by the first value in the invalid input match array. Wait, what? Invalid input match array. And what? What the hell? We have an invalid input match array? Oh. Wait, no. Wait, what? Is it this? Invalid input match array. This is the only thing that says is invalid input. So we're talking about regex. Hold on, I'm tripping. You should call the alert function. Oh, in my if block. Oops. I didn't know that. What the hell? Why the hell would I put that in my if block? Oh, unless they mean... Hold on, because now I'm lost. Because I think this is my if block. Oh! Use template literal in your if block. Hold on, I think I just messed up. I think I put it up here. But I think they're just saying, like, in it, not, like, in here. Just use the template literal to pass the function invalid. Yeah, okay, hold on. I messed this up. So I don't think I'm supposed to put it in there. I think I'm doing the backticks here. But my thing is, I don't know when it comes to my... Damn. When it comes to my alert, in your if block, call this. So thing, use the template literal, so we're backticking. And then we're going to call whatever this is. I guess I didn't have to erase everything. We're going to call... Oopsies. We're going to call whatever this is, followed by the first value, which I still don't know what the first value is. So you should use the template literal to pass the message to the alert function, and you should display the first element of the input match array after this. What the hell is the first element of the input match? I don't think I'm gonna get this one. I think I'm overthinking it. I think I'm overthinking it. Because now I'm lost. Okay, hold on. There's something going on here. Maybe it's the backticks. I'm probably backticking at the wrong spot. Use a template literal in your if block and call the alert function to tell the user invalid input. And then what does that say again? You should use template literal to pass the invalid input message to the alert function. I'm definitely thinking this completely out of box because now my brain just did a whole flip. I'm not thinking about this question correctly. whatsoever. It says, yes, the template literal should be inside of the alert. That's what I was thinking. But my thing is like, I still wouldn't know. I don't know if I need to get rid of the quotes for my invalid input or not. So it says followed by the first value, and then I'm lost about what the first value of my invalid input array is. Oh wait. This is my invalid. Is it curval? Are they telling me to write curval in here? I'm definitely lost. Alright, they're not telling me to write curval. Unless, like I said, these quotes are supposed to be gone, but I doubt it. Yeah, no. I doubt it, I doubt it, I doubt it. Maybe I'm tripping. So it's not curval. And then it says pass. Display the first element of the invalid array after this. So could it mean like they want me to know? Because then that's not gonna make sense. The first element, because this is a variable. So then what the hell is that element? Are they talking about item? Yeah, no, this isn't gonna click for me. Looks like you're missing the first value of the invalid input match. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I don't know. I'm lost at what my first element is. That's where I'm like, what? Then maybe call it like invalid input match. That, give that a try. So you're supposed to use the $ syntax to pass the values into the template string. Yikes. So I'm supposed to use it into my template strings. I'm supposed to use it like what, here? Wait, no, that can't be where that is. I think you're talking about here. So I'm supposed to pass, what did someone say? They said is invalid. The variable has to go after the, so it should be like alert is invalid curval. So am I writing this in there? Hold on. So we're gonna do this because someone's saying to use these. Okay, that's not the wave here. Hold on, let me erase this because they said curval. Do you put is invalid curval quotes? Well, this didn't ended up working. It says use the $ inside the template as the alert. Okay. Use the $ inside the template inside the alert. So my thing is am I supposed to do it immediately in the beginning or am I doing it here? I think I'm just so lost at what the fuck the element is. Is this supposed to be my element? No, because that's the value, that's the variable. What the hell is the element? Because like, you should call the alert function in your if block. You should use the template literal to pass the invalid function. Message to the alert function, you should display the first element. Oh. Is it supposed to be like this? Okay, well, I thought I had it. He said, curval, remove the double quotes. Alright, hold on, because he's still saying do curval. Now I'm getting confused by everything. Someone said remove the double quotes. It says you don't want, so we don't want the backticks. Okay, so never mind. So they're saying, someone said remove the double quotes. This person's saying remove the backticks. Curval. Well, this isn't working. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I know I need my backticks. But my thing is, do I need the double quotes? It says you should use the template literal to pass this double quoted thing in the alert function. So I think I'm following the wrong advice here. Someone's saying to use the $ variable inside. So then let me try and do that again because I think because the first one isn't a variable. So it's like I would need to pass a variable, which would be I don't know if I'm doing this, like invalid input curvel, or if I'm getting rid of curvel when I do that. Maybe I'm supposed to do it like this. That's not working either. Maybe I'm supposed to do this invalid, like do, let's see how this looks. Maybe I'm supposed to put the 0. Oops. Nope. Maybe 1. Nope. Okay, so it's not that. It's talking about the first element. Display the first element of the invalid input match array after this. So double quotes is needed to display the invalid. Double quotes is needed. Okay, so that's needed. So invalid input match. Am I supposed to call it? Okay, no calling. Just don't use the double quotes. It says double quotes is needed. It says then the double quotes are misplaced, it seems. Oh. So then what? My double quotes are supposed to be back here? My double quotes, it says then the double quotes are misplaced. They're misplaced. Are they supposed to be back there? So just try invalid input $. $, invalid input match that. Okay, let me try that. So basically, oh, why did I erase that? Let me try that. So it says, let's go here. So you want me to do 0, but you erased the double quotes. Maybe the double quotes aren't needed. What the hell? Is it because I have a space here, maybe? Oh my goodness. Of course it was my space. Yeah, because when I started noticing that it kept saying array, I figured I was supposed to put an array in it. But then at first, for some reason, I was thinking that it was this one. Like, I was so stuck on curvel because I think, like, it's saying the first element, it made me think there was, like, an actual element I was supposed to write. So I'm like, do I write the value? But then I was like, no. So they're asking for the input match, and then it's talking about an array. But I was just so lost on whether or not did I need my double quotes or not. And then also, too, I had a big space. Because I feel like I definitely wrote this. But I still had my double quotes, though, so it wouldn't have went through because I had my quotes. But I definitely wrote something like this, but I had my space and a double quote in there. So I was onto it. It's just a bunch of syntax that, like, you know, you put the wrong syntax in there, it flips the whole game. Same as yesterday, right? With the spaces. No, exactly. Man, I gotta get better with those spaces. But alright, y'all. We are gonna now do some questions. If y'all have any questions for me, literally it could be about anything. I don't really know too much about coding, so if it's like a coding question, but that might be a little bit difficult. But if y'all have a question more towards like, you know, starting web development, wanting to go towards your CS degree, if a CS degree is worth it, right? Literally can ask me any questions or just anything about me. Like someone just asked earlier, like, where do I work? I said a warehouse job. I'd be doing 12-hour shifts, and stuff like that. So definitely let me know, you know, if you got any questions, man. I'll definitely go and answer them. Thank y'all to the new subscribers. Thank y'all to the old subscribers. We got a couple of y'all today. I just needed 5 more to hit 1,200, but that is okay, man. I'm definitely grateful. We're at 1,195. That is amazing. Y'all are great. So do you know any other programming languages? No, I do not. I do actually plan on learning other programming languages, but as of right now, I'm trying to learn JavaScript, and then I'm going to go towards Python and then go towards Java, try to get those down, because specifically the college that I do plan on going to, they use a lot of Python and Java for a lot of, you know, projects and just solving assignments when it does come to the programming parts. So for me, I'm gonna have to try and get at least some of that under my belt. I heard that you only need like beginner Python, but then when it comes to Java, you need to know Java because they be trying to make you really use that to create a huge project. I don't know if it's changed though, because the dude I was listening to, that was like 6 months ago. I just checked the courses now and they changed a lot of the courses, so it could be a little bit different. But currently those are probably going to be the two top things that I'm going to be learning today, or not today, learning for this journey. So is Marzi short for Margaret? No, it is not. I don't want to say what my full name is, but it's definitely not Margaret. And I don't think anyone's going to guess the name, because the name is actually, it's not like the name is unique. And I'm sure someone probably heard it in like a video before if you guys are from like the beginning. But it's not like a real unique name, but it's definitely a name you don't hear often. At least for, I would say, like a human. That's what I would say. So I started learning machine learning, like I said yesterday. Hey, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Super, super dope. I cannot wait to learn, like, just everything that comes with it, man. Like, JavaScript is already stressful in itself, but I know the moment, like, I've already seen myself make huge progress with JavaScript. Like, I used to be down bad with JavaScript. I couldn't do nothing. Now I sat here and I've created, like, I think I created the counter project. I had a to-do list. I created that counter project like 7 times, and I know that's not like a flex, but it's like I was trying to get myself to understand it, so I made sure I just kept redoing it, because I was like, bruh, I'm gonna understand this project. And then on top of that, I ended up doing something where, what else was it? I did the whack-a-mole game, I did the rock, paper, scissors shoot game, which was like a lot of coding for some damn reason. There was one more thing I did before. Oh, this random number guessing game. That was fun. The number guessing game was fun, and I still be playing it. Like, it'd be fun as hell. So definitely trying to get myself to do projects while also doing free code camp, chasing a certification, also focusing on the Odin project as well. Like, I try to get myself to learn JavaScript as quickly as I can, in the sense of, because I only have an hour a day to really learn JavaScript. But I do know that no matter what, by January, I feel like I'm already going to know JavaScript. I'm probably going to learn it before that, but just trying to, give myself, a good feeling. I feel like I'm going to learn it by January. And then from then, that's when I want to really get into learning CS. So I'm probably not going to learn CS until overtime is cut, which should be cut by January. So then from then, I'm going to grind from January to June to hopefully learn as much as I can before starting my degree. So that's kind of overwhelming, actually. So much information sometimes gets lost to where to start. No, yeah. Honestly, I feel like that when it comes to learning anything. Like, I remember when I first started learning HTML. HTML was so easy. But I remember I used to get overwhelmed. I was like, damn, like, I don't think, but it was like easy to an extent, because it's really just English, right? And you're just putting in different things. But there's even times now where I'm writing stuff and I'm like, damn, should I put a div there? And then when I put the div, how do I target this? Like, should I target this one, or do I target something else? Like, sometimes it could be a little bit like, but I remember, before, like, it used to be difficult. Same thing with CSS. And then now JavaScript is the new runner-up. And then, eventually I'm going to learn it and I'm going to feel great. And I'm probably going to have to breathe for like a week being like, yes, I know JavaScript, and then try to jump into something. So do you plan on using LLMs to assist your learning? I feel like at some point, but I'm the type of person where I personally like to, how do I say it? I feel like I personally like to learn everything from scratch, just because I want to get my brain to like understand, like I want to get my brain to understand, what is it? Like what certain pieces of code are doing. And then I feel like I want to get help, like assisted help on my learning. So I feel like for me, it's like I want to at least understand the basics. And then maybe if it comes to something that's a little bit more difficult, I can get assisted on it. But as of right now, I'm trying to learn everything from scratch. So I think HTML is 90% div elements. No, it really is. But I think what I'm trying to say is like trying to remember, because of course you're going to put class names, IDs, so you can understand what everything is going to do. But trying to remember, like, is this div supposed to wrap in this div? Or do I close this div before wrapping in this div? Because then now I target this div. Next thing later, everything's turning uppercase, and I just want this div to be uppercase. And then now you got to start moving stuff around, so you're trying to pre-plan it, being like, make sure this div closes here, and then ultimately you're going to run into a place where you accidentally overpowered something over something else. And then it gets kind of annoying. So I keep missing the lives, damn it. Oh man. Well, the lives at 12 p.m. EST. You gotta catch it at 12 p.m. EST. I feel like I normally see you though in my lives when I start at like 1. But I can't really start at 1 because I have to get ready for work and stuff. So it helped me a lot when I was starting out to remind myself that someone designed this, so everything is there for a reason, even if I don't know what that reason is yet. Ooh, that's nice. Oh my goodness. I'm about to like steal what you just said for a YouTube video. No, I'm just playing. No, yeah, but I'm definitely about to like take a picture of that. Sometimes when people be dropping gems on me, like dropping some good advice, tell me what I should do, I always take a picture of it just so I could like get myself to remember that. Like that's actually a really nice thing to think about when you're learning. It says I agree. Learn what you can and then use AI to like ask questions and improve your knowledge. No, yeah, big facts. What is up, Goku? Goku, you came towards the end, man. Normally you be here in the beginning. You came right towards the end. Nah, that's all good. Y'all, we need 4 subscribers to end up hitting 1,200. That would be crazy if we could hit that right now. Literally insane. 1,200. Y'all, I'm so thankful for this YouTube channel. Y'all, true, like I'm about to talk about this YouTube channel now because literally I've been coding, I want to say since 4 months ago now, 4 months ago and a half. And I brought it to YouTube the moment I started. And from there, I think I already had like 189 subs because of stuff that I was posting previously and then from my other channel that I had before. And basically, I was already at 189. As soon as I introduced like, what is it called? Like web design, I think I got myself to like 500 subs in not even 3-ish months. Something like that. 503 months. But then when I ended up introducing like live streams to it, I think I've started doing live streams since July 1st. I literally jumped up like 400 subs, and then this month we're about to come up on 300 subs this month. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like y'all are really like amazing. Truly, like some great supporters here, man. And I rarely run into people that like be trolling. Like I really have a bunch of people here who are just true supporters. He said apologies. Oh no, it's all good. It says, by the way, how are you? I am great. How are you? And what was I building today? Currently, I was actually trying to solve some steps to get my JS certification because I would like to try and get that certification pretty soon, hopefully before January, but not gonna put a time limit on anything because you never really know what could happen. You never really know if things are gonna go by smoothly or not. So I feel like for me, I'm currently trying to I was trying to get the JS cert. Probably tomorrow I'm going to be building a project, but I'm thinking about, because I already made the Whack-A-Mole game, I'm thinking about remaking it so I can have like give myself less help. Remake it again, try to see if I can understand the logic behind it, and then I want to add new features. I actually took notes to what some of the people that were talking, I don't know if you guys are here, but there was some people that were talking about that Whack-A-Mole game that gave me features to add to it, so I'm going to definitely try and add those. We're at 1,197, y'all. 3 more subs and we hit that goal. But I don't know if we're going to hit it before I get off. I got 2 minutes. On here. So you should try Super Simple Devs JavaScript full course on YouTube. Damn, a lot of people tell me to try that. And I have like a real hard time learning through a video. I don't know why, but I'm someone where I need to read it. I need to see like examples of it. I need to code it. Like, when it comes to me watching a video, man, that's tough. I mean, I could definitely try it, and I feel like I would love to do that on live stream. Like, but then it's kind of like, I'm just gonna be basically reacting to his video and then taking notes or coding. I mean, maybe people would want to see that, but I'm not sure. I feel like I definitely have a hard time when it comes to videos, man. Definitely. But I'll see. I'll definitely have to check it out. I've seen his videos before, and I thought they were really helpful. I remember taking notes on it, but then I kind of fell off because, man, like, I don't know, when it just comes to a video, I'd be lost. But what I'm realizing with JavaScript is like currently I am struggling with regex and template literal, and it's not like I'm struggling, but it's just me, firstly being introduced to it. I don't have enough time to really like hone in on it. Like if I had a full day to focus on it, I think I could learn regex and template literal, but I normally just have like an hour, so it's kind of like it kind of resets a little bit by the next day. I'm like, shoot, what did I learn today or yesterday? But I feel like for me, the real thing I need to work on is my logic, because I know when to use a syntax. I'm like, okay, if we're trying to do something where if you have a score 0, that means you didn't start. If you have score 20, that means you blah, 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 or negative 20, like you lost or you got killed, whatever, like just writing something random. Like I know what type of syntax that would possibly need to do. And most of the time it's really just ifs. You're doing like ifs, you might do a while loop, you might do a for loop, you might throw in there a function, right? Writing stuff in there add event listener, do something with a click, I don't know, just doing some random stuff, trying to link this to the text content over here. It's very simple things. But when it comes to the logical part, it's like, it's difficult. And I can see myself kind of, when it comes to Free Code Camp, they kind of train you to be like that, where you're not thinking logically or just doing what they're saying. So that's like with the Odin project, I try to use that a little bit more because I wanted to teach me the logical aspect of it without telling me really what to do, but trying to guide me in what to do. And I'm really trying to just get myself to understand that logic, create my own steps, solve my own steps. This is how you would do it, because it's easy to be like, okay, I know this variable needs to link to the text content, but do you know why? And that's always something that I do. Like with my rock, paper, scissors, shoot game, like I broke down that code over and over and over because I wanted to know why everything was needed. Why was this needed? Why was this logic here? Why was that? And it really helped. So by logic, do you mean like what each line is doing or the way things are structured? By logic as in what each line is doing. Like, for instance, let's say I'm writing a function. I could write a function easily, but the logic as in what goes inside that function. So let's say the function is like get random number. It's going to be hard for me to think of the logic that needs to be inside of there. And especially how, I guess in a way too, how it's supposed to be structured. Maybe you're right about that too, because for me, if I'm getting a random number, I know I have to at some point do math.floor and then do math.random, math.floor making it, rounding it to the least integer, math.random doing any number in between, but you need math.floor because math.random is going to get a decimal. Like, I know all of that. You're probably going to times it by like whatever number you're doing. If you want, probably times it by like 100 if you want any number from 0 to 99, plus 1 to get that to be 100. Like, I know you're going to write that, but then in my head right now, I'm like, but what do I put that to? Am I putting that to a new variable? Or am I putting that to an old variable at the top that I've already written? Like, that's where sometimes I can also get a little bit messed up. It's like I may know the syntax of the code. I may know how to write the logic, but then where do I put it? Sometimes that could be the issue too. So I'm really trying to get myself on that. And the best way to fix that is by building. So hopefully I could build tomorrow. Praying on that. So don't waste time on regex. You need to know the basics, then Google them and ask AI to build them for you. Still review them though. Trust me, even in your senior years, you'll still Google them. No, yeah, that's what I just figured. I was like, I think I could definitely understand regex, like, to an extent, because the thing is I know what I need to use, especially because when I do regex, I have my chart out. I don't care. No one's going to tell me I can't have a chart out. I'll bring that. Shoot, if I'm working at a company, I'm bringing that chart to work right there. It's going to be right on the damn wall of regex. What D means, what /W means, like, it's gonna be right there. But the thing is, it's like, to an extent, I feel like I know what I need to put into it, but I get confused with my slashes. I'm like, I don't know where to put this slash. I'm dummy lost. So it says, makes sense. Figuring out what a layer of abstraction you need to think at can be hard. No, yeah, definitely. Because the syntax I'm having no issues with. It's really when it just comes to, and then obviously the newer stuff that I'm learning, like I never knew you could write HTML. Well, I knew you could, but I was never taught it yet. Like writing HTML inside of JavaScript. So when I'm writing it inside of JavaScript, it's like, it's not that I don't know how to write HTML, but it feels so off and then everything is all in quotes. So now I'm trying to see, like, if you write it in HTML, it shows you whether you closed your thing or not because the colors are different. Or you might see like an underline. But when you're writing it inside of that quote, I'm like, damn, like, this is a little bit different, so I don't know. But alright, y'all, we're gonna have to end up hopping off of this live. Thank y'all for the questions. Those are some good questions. I could yap, if y'all could tell. I'm a yapper. I could talk about anything. I'm gonna close this off just by saying that I've been learning how to code for 4 months, been documenting the journey since day 0 before I even had a laptop. Y'all could literally go back and watch 3 months straight of consistent uploads of my journey. And then when it came to July, I believe I got more consistent with my live streams over my uploads. So right now I still post every other day. Just posted yesterday, so I'm not going to post today. But I do go live every single day. So if y'all want to yap it up with me, see some content from me, yours truly, I always make content basically every day. Got my streams every day. Got a video coming out every other day. It's a really good channel, man. Definitely hit that subscribe button, hit that like. Hope y'all enjoyed. Check me out in my next stream tomorrow at 12 p.m. EST. Deuces. Love y'all. Y'all are amazing. Thank y'all for the subs. Thank y'all to the old subs.